the thing, the moment I love as a poet, as a lover, is the silence. The silence between the words scattered through the breathing of every inhale to exhale, every lapse of emotion into the next. Silence. 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 It slices the momentary scenes, the ever-watching eye, the adoration of what comes next, and the confusion of, is there more? The silence, the quiet, the deepness of nothing, as the silence moves to the next silence. It holds everything and everybody. The silence. Of a vampire stalking his prey. The silence. Of the lizard king swaying to this is the end. The silence. Of Dorian Gray in front of Dorian Gray. The silence. And in the springtime delirium, there stands in the corner of the earth the silence. And in the springtime delirium, there stands in the corner of the earth the silence. Human emotions and explorations. Viewed 1,000 miles away, the silence. Punctuation. Moves in a dreamy state of affairs, breaking up conversations, enhancing all perceptions, the silence. Motivation. From he to her, it is a blessed relief. From she to him, it is a cursed burden. Notations. The inhaling of the moment into the exhaling of the scene, the silence. The essence. The duality. The menace. The dichotomy. The silence. And as it skips across the morning in the mist and dew, in the rising of the sun to her highest resolution, it brings forth the warmth of the afternoon. It closes the day with the night as the earth circumrotates. It's the ever-frenzied presence in our daily encounters. It's the terra incognita. It's the terra paradisia. It's the creeping feeling of when you sit down in reverence. It is the undeniable push to stand in full attention in each situation it creates and it presents. It shall be the transporter to other worlds. It is the blackened death that shows how the penetrating life finds the calm before and after the storm. It is what we face during the eye of the storm. It is what gives us the buzzing of adrenaline. It is the holy place of worship. It is the desecrating of honor. It is the article of faith. It is the harbinger of doubt. It is the foundation of finding oneself. It is the perception and the precipice of losing oneself. It is the everything and it is the nothing, our screams and our whispers. It is every lesson learned once we have listened. Quiescence. Rest in lucid stillness, recline in the calmness, render to the wise passiveness, and recite the peace and composure. Rise in the lull that tranquilizes the dwindling oceans of the morning slumber, reposing the hushed space between each stoic activity. Tacturnity. There in the night, in the muteness of night, holding a pose in the withdrawn suppression of a stranger, a conversation with untalkativeness, blundering forward in a rapture of silhouettes and shadows. There is blood on her lips from holding her tongue so tightly closed that even the shadows will not slip past the frigidity of such concealment. And overcome, surmount, put the skids to it, kick one's habit, snowed under, overmatching, suppress, unexpressed and unpronounced is the dance of the day full of dread, the tapestries unvoiced on the walls, the lull of symbolotic semantics. Crawl through the tales told by the hooded stranger, empty and ironic, with a whisper and a clamor, the silence. The silent years have pursued and they have conquered. And in the backdrop stands a silhouette, pale and in perfect lucid stillness, mimicking the restfulness surrounding the environment as the fox in the henhouse keeps his composure, awaiting the dead stop of the floodlight as the night begins her waning. In repose, there is a silence. Cold, frozen freeze layering the ground around us, and yet the full amount of earth is smoldering. The breath of solitude is a psychedelic trip. Whitewashing, it becomes calm as a mill pond. Quiet like a little mouse. Motionlessness to the sense of vision. As meditative as Buddha and her many followers looking for the last living lotus eater, basking in the final scene of what has to come, and what was there is not. In the quiet, there moves a transcendental emotion, reverent and penitent, It gives life to the moment, and treasure that moment with full capacity. In the quiet, yesterday is forgotten, tomorrow fades as today is right now, breathing with the same pulse and the same heart that is beating inside your ribcage right now. When it is quiet, be the quiet. Be surrounded by the sovereign. Be a Buddha-like composure. Be Christ in the Sanhedrin. Be a stoic brushing off his sandals. Because in the quiet, silence speaks louder than any words. You will not possess knowledge. Knowledge will possess you. In the quiet, euphoria will dance around you. Utopia will become your landscape, creating a jubilant ceremony. In the quiet, be like John the Baptist, kneeling on the mountaintop. Find the transcending of the transcendental. Grow as the tree of life. Bear such glorious fruit. For when tomorrow comes, you will rejoice in today that stands before you and enjoy all of yesterday's. In the quiet.